Hey, this is Walter Jones.
This is Austin St. John.
And you're listening to
Ranger Danger.
In the podcasting life, they must fight to survive. Shackled by the chains of the past. They're the biggest of geeks, cause they watch every week. Subscribe to see if they can last. Go, go, Ranger Danger. We can't ever stop. Go, go, Ranger Danger. We will podcast till we drop. Probably forever. Dino Charge. Yeah, whatever. Ranger Danger, Ranger Danger, Ranger Danger, Ranger Danger, Ranger Danger Dino Charge.
Welcome back, everyone, for the first time in quite a long time to Ranger Danger Dino Charge.
Yeah.
This is the podcast where we watch episodes of the new TV series, Power Rangers Dino Charge. Today we're going to be watching the 789th episode of Power Rangers, which is...
Episode 9 of Dino Charge.
Yep. Which is called When Logic Fails.
Yeah.
Which is exciting. It's good to be back.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
It is weird. It's been such a long time.
It really has. The last episode came out in April.
It's now not April.
No, it's been 4 months. Nearly 4.5.
Yeah. That's half a baby gestation period.
Yeah, that's right. You could have half a baby right now.
Yeah. Cool.
Maybe wait the full amount. Don't.
I'd recommend keeping that bun in the oven.
Definitely.
So we're going to watch this episode. Should we do anything before we get into it, Michael?
I don't think so. Everyone who's participating in Fantasy Zordon.
Yeah, Fantasy Zordon is back.
Yeah, grab your score sheets. If you
Yep.
have a score sheet, we'll score along with the episode and talk about that at the end.
Yes.
If you're new, Fantasy Zordon is a game we play. It's like fantasy football,
Yep.
but incredibly nerdy.
Yeah, definitely.
So we've picked teams of Power Rangers
Yep.
From the Dino Charge cast. We score them based on a series of criteria that we made up at the start of the season.
Yep.
And we're competing to see, how we fare, I guess.
That's right. So there's a number of criteria you can get points for.
Yep.
Like if your Ranger defeats a Vivix, if they're involved in forming a combination weapon, if they're part of a Megazord formation, if they get a power-up mode, if they use an alternate Dino Charger, which are their like little morphing power-up things.
Yep.
If they deliver the morphing call, or if they learn a valuable lesson, if they discover a new Dino Charger, if they solo defeat the Monster of the Week, or if they just don't appear in the episode.
Yeah, so those are little consolation points for the characters who haven't shown up yet.
That's right.
So let me run over our teams, actually. Why don't we do that?
Yeah.
So we've left out the Red and Gold Rangers.
Yeah.
Because obviously those guys are going to get to do lots more significant stuff.
That's right.
So Matt, your team
Yep.
is the Blue Ranger,
That's right.
Coda.
That's Coda.
the Green Ranger, Riley,
Yep.
the Purple Ranger, probably Kendall,
Yep.
and the Graphite Ranger, we don't know yet.
But graphite's cool.
Yeah.
Cool colour.
So my team is the Pink Ranger, Shelby.
Yep.
The Black Ranger, Chase.
Yep.
The Aqua Ranger, Dunno.
Yep.
And the Silver Ranger, also Dunno.
Yeah.
So, Matt, at the end of episode 8,
Yep.
you're on 105 points.
The bottom of the ladder, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on 121 points.
Yep.
The top of the ladder.
Yep.
So, there's only 16 points in it.
You're in the 16 points.
I am 16 points ahead, yes. Is that what you meant to say?
No.
All right. So look, there's not a lot in it, and
Very
there's still another.
dum-dum.
There's still another 12 or 13 episodes of Dino Charge to go. So
Yeah.
we've definitely seen some fluctuation. It'll be interesting to see what happens in this new batch.
And in fact, this Fantasy Zordon may continue through to Super Dino Charge.
Yeah, we'll have to see. I mean, I'm enjoying it so far.
Yeah.
So this episode has already aired in Latin America.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know what happens. I've been trying pretty hard to avoid spoilers.
It's now available in non-Latin America as well.
Yes. I do know that we're about to get the Gold Ranger. I don't know if he shows up this week or if he's in the next couple of episodes.
That's cool.
But, yeah, it'll be exciting.
I'm very excited to get back to it.
Yeah, I really am too.
Good change of pace from MMPR.
Yeah, all right. So, let's just dive right in.
Let's do it. We'll see you guys after the break, after we've watched the episode.
Yeah, bye everyone. Ranger Danger, Ranger Danger.
And we're back. It was Power Rangers Dino Charge.
God, I've missed this show.
It's definitely a lot better than Mighty Morphin.
It's just like a coherent story that has...
There's thought put into it, and
Yeah.
it makes sense.
Yeah.
It's strange.
There's even like the vague semblance of a thematic arc. And
Yeah. Lessons learned. There's a B plot. It's pretty good.
It's a good show.
Yeah.
Oh, I've missed this.
Yeah. Shall we get into it?
Yeah, let's go from the top.
So we start on Fury's ship.
Yep. Oh, Sledge's ship.
Sledge's ship. Where he's angry at Fury. And you know how when we're watching MMPR and we kind of get a bit like, recaps. Yeah, we know what's going on.
Yep.
This time, I was glad for the recap.
Yeah, watching it week to week when week to week is 4.5 months after the previous week.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, okay, thank you.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thanks for showing me what happened.
Yeah. So Fury's got a Terror Charger.
Yes.
But it doesn't have any charge in it.
So that's Terra as in like pterodactyl.
Yes.
Not Terra as in like evil.
Yes. Yeah, it doesn't have any energy in it.
Yeah.
So he knows where the Zord is because he got the coordinates before they destroyed the E-Tracer.
Yep.
But he can't control it without charging the charger.
Yep.
So without being able to do that, it's useless.
Yep.
And Slade is pretty shitty that Fury interfered with Poisandra's plan and lost them the E-Tracer.
Yep.
So he kicks Fury off the ship. Before Fury goes from the ship, he nicks the Terror Charger, grabs Wrench,
Yep.
who's the blue technology
Sad
monster,
guy.
and he also grabs Puzzler,
Yep.
the monster of this week. I liked Puzzler.
I like Puzzler.
So he's basically like a person in a jumpsuit.
Yep.
But the head and up is like a...
I would say
a-
like just like stomach up.
like a lying down B shape, kind of, with
Yeah.
like two big circles at the top, and his entire body looks like a maze.
Yeah.
So on like his left, he's got start written.
Yeah.
And I know we see later in the episode on one of the soles of his feet is dead end.
It's clever.
It's
I like him as
cool
a monster.
design.
He's also, as a character, from The Princess Bride, the short angry one.
Vizini.
Yeah, he's Vizzini.
Yeah. He
He's
absolutely
Vizzini as a
is.
monster.
He even says inconceivable
He
in this
does.
episode.
But he spends most of the time talking about how his incredible intellect will crush
You
yeah.
cannot possibly defeat him.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
It's great.
The only thing we don't get is him and Riley sitting at a table and him trying to puzzle out if Riley knows he knows, and so he knows he knows he
they
knows.
kind of do that in the end of the episode. In like the Power Rangers version of
Yes,
that.
absolutely. So Riley's doing some ball play.
Yeah. Okay, sorry, can we say that they're playing space chess?
Yes, which is like 3-dimensional. It uses lots of like see-through, day glow,
Platforms.
acrylic pieces,
Yeah.
and like
It's
it's
cool.
dumb but sure.
Like, it doesn't make any sense
No.
looking at it. It's like,
No.
there's no, like, locations.
Especially because they still use the language of
Yeah.
chess. Like it's got pawns and someone says checkmate, and it's just
Yeah. It's hilarious.
it's dumb. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Riley is in the secret base playing with some marbles.
Yeah.
Did you have one of these as a kid? I'm sure I had one of these as a kid.
I don't think I had anything like this. I had Mousetrap, the board game.
Yes.
The board game that no one ever played as a board game. They just played with the bits.
I played Mousetrap as a board game.
Really?
Yeah.
I think you're probably the only one.
Yeah, that's probably true. So this is like a construction set made of tubes.
Yeah.
Where, you know, you connect bits to other bits and then drop marbles in the top and they go around in circles and...
Do loops and
I'm
stuff.
sure I had something like that as a kid. I definitely remember having a toy like that.
I remember seeing stuff like that at like Questacon and stuff, but very elaborate.
Well, yeah, I had like the cheap plastic version.
Fair enough.
And he gets, when he does this, he gets like a science overlay.
He has science vision. It's so strange because he's looking at like angles and stuff, but it's like it's in a path.
Yes.
The marbles aren't going to. He's not figuring
The
anything
maths
out.
that comes up is like he's planning the course and plotting it.
Yeah.
But it's just a tube.
Yeah.
Like
It's gonna go
a
to the end of the
curly
tube.
But yeah, it's dumb, but
Yeah.
it pays off.
It
Unlike
does.
dumb
Kind-
in Mighty Morphin.
Yes.
So they get points for that.
Yeah.
So Chase has gone to get everyone pizza.
Yep.
The E-Trace is destroyed. It's just kind of...
Code is hungry.
Yeah.
Which is the B plot for this episode.
And it's so good.
It's great. The actual B plot of the episode is Coda would like some food, please.
Yes.
Coda can't get some food. Coda got to eat.
Okay, so everyone's trying to figure out, you know, what's our next move. there's a bit where Shelby and Kendall are like chatting about, okay, this is what happened and this is what each individual person has got and this is what's going on. And Riley kind of says, look, everybody wants the Energems.
Yep.
To do the things that they're all trying to do, they all need to charge the Terra Charger.
Yeah, they've all got different motivations and are trying to achieve different things, but all of those plans intersect at the Energem, so that's where we should focus, basically.
Yes.
How does he explain this, Michael?
He puts 3 balls in the top, and I believe he uses the phrase, different plans, one conclusion, which is all the marbles ending up in the same little pan at the bottom.
Like, he's not wrong, but it's the most overwrought, like, over-the-top way of demonstrating that.
I love the thought that he explains everything to them with, like, children's toy analogies.
Yeah.
Like, he's got a seesaw to demonstrate that sometimes some things are up and sometimes other things are up.
Yeah.
So Kendall says there's one place other than this lab
Yeah.
that could possibly charge up a Dino Charger.
Yeah.
So-
It's not like CERN or anything.
No. It's an abandoned university.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's only one place that they can power it up, so everybody go there.
Yep.
And then eventually they'll have to come to us.
Yeah. Luckily, though, or maybe not luckily, they didn't need to figure out where it is.
No.
Because where it is between their base and the pizza place.
Yep.
We know this because on the way back with pizzas, Chase spots the monsters outside.
Yes, so there's some kids playing on like a large chessboard.
Yep.
So Fury's there with Wrench.
Yep.
And he's got Puzzler to keep the Rangers away while he does what he does.
Yep.
Which is a good, like, foresight move.
Yeah. Yeah, good planning.
So Puzzler gets shitty that the kids aren't good at chess and scares them away,
Yep.
which causes them to, like, run into Chase. He drops his pizza.
It's so sad.
There's actually, like, sad beat of, oh no, all my pizza.
I was sad. It's such a waste of pizza.
It is a waste of pizza.
I love pizza.
So he looks up, he sees a monster.
Yep.
Yeah, they didn't really have to do the work. They would have just coincidentally bumped into him.
Yes. But that's fine.
Yeah, anyway. So Chase gets to fight Puzzler for a bit.
Yeah.
It's not a very long fight, but
Doesn't go very well for him.
no.
I guess Puzzler's flag that he has is also a scythe.
Yeah, it's hella cool.
Yeah.
I like it.
It is pretty cool. So Chase is getting beaten up.
Yep.
But by that point, the Power Rangers have figured out something's up, and they meet up with Chase anyway.
Yeah, so I assume that that's where they were going anyway.
Yeah.
So Puzzler runs away.
Yeah.
And
Because, those aren't good odds. That's illogical to fight in that situation.
there's a lot of that sort of stuff in this episode.
They don't, it's not a subtle show.
No, this has never been a subtle show. There's a great little beat, again, continuing the B plot,
Yeah.
where Coda looks at Chase and just says, pizza? And Chase has to, like, pat him on the shoulder and go,
Break the news.
I'm sorry, it
The
didn't
pizza
make it.
didn't make it. Yeah. It's good.
Yeah, it's good. So, Puzzler's running away.
Yep.
And it turns out that his power is he can...
Sorry, can I just say before this, when Chase and Puzzler are fighting,
Yeah.
Chase picks up one of the pawns and
Yep.
tries to hit Puzzler with it, and Puzzler says, "You're an idiot. Pawns always lose."
Yep.
That's not true.
No. Pawns can become kings is the metaphor that everyone goes with when they're playing chess.
Not only that, if you play, it's not easy. But if you do it right, you can win with pawns by setting up,
Yes.
an inescapable situation.
But, like, the metaphor with chess is always that the protagonist is a pawn.
Yeah.
But if he reaches the end, he can get the power. And, like, that's every movie where every character has ever played chess.
Yes.
And in this one, it's just pawns are weak little
Pawns are
shits.
dumb.
At least it's different, I
Yeah.
guess.
So yeah, they run into the building.
Yeah.
And Puzzler starts changing walls and turning the building into a maze.
It's a pretty good effect.
It's a good effect. When I read the synopsis for this episode,
Yeah.
it said that Chase gets stuck. Not Chase, sorry. Riley gets stuck in a maze and has to think his way out.
Yeah.
I was hoping for something that wasn't this. Unfortunately,
I mean, yes, certainly. But that's the fault of a not quite true synopsis as well.
that's
I think.
true. Yeah, because I always think about
You love mazes.
I love-
Let's get that out of there.
I love
you
mazes.
You fucking love mazes.
Love mazes. And mazes that have puzzles in the maze,
That's literally your favorite thing.
that's heaven for me. And I think...
I know, because we've done several of those.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I think what really sort of instilled that in me is the episode of Batman the Animated Series
Yeah.
called If You're So Smart, Why Aren't You Rich?
Is that the first Riddler episode?
Yes.
Yeah.
John Glover is the Riddler. Amazing, best Riddler. And it's Batman and Robin, and they get lured into a giant maze by
Yep.
the Riddler. He makes them leave their utility belts at the door, and they have to make their way through this maze that also has like giant death traps inside the maze.
Yeah.
It's amazing. No pun intended.
Were you a fan as a child of the TV series Amazing?
I absolutely was. Our American listeners won't know about Amazing.
No, I'll make sure I put a link in the show notes.
So basically, it was a game show for school children, where there were a few different things you would do. Sometimes there were video games. There were some word puzzles, but the crux of it, like towards the end of the show, what you do is you'd enter a giant maze.
Yeah, which was like themed.
In different areas.
Yep.
Yeah, and you had to go in and you had to find letters.
Yep.
That were hidden in there, and then the letters would make a word to solve a puzzle at the end. If you didn't get all the letters, it was harder to solve the puzzle.
Yep.
And it was so cool.
Yeah.
There was like a ball
They should
pit
bring
and
that
shit.
back. I wish they'd bring that back.
Yeah. Mazes are the best.
Mazes are pretty good. It's not mazes. Like, I feel like a plain maze
Yeah.
on its own is like...
I really love a plain maze, but it needs to have puzzles in it to really be the cream.
Yeah, a plain maze is just like, okay, this is a way I'm going to spend my time. But it doesn't elevate until there's like... And there's a puzzle.
Yeah. But I remember when I was a kid in Canberra, there was a giant maze at a playground I went to, and I love that.
My issue with mazes is that mazes are solved.
Yeah.
There is a solution that works for every maze.
And that you touch the wall.
Yeah,
and-
because the outside wall has to connect with the other outside wall.
But you can stop that by having, like, moats, right? Of maze.
Yes, I suppose if you... Yeah, I guess if the inside... No. Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, if you have, like, a full square
Yes.
on the inside of the maze, you can stop that.
Yeah, but then you can just, like,
Go
step to the
part.
next part, you know
That's
what I mean?
true.
It's just mazes on their own are like, okay, we figured that out.
Yeah.
But mazes with puzzles. Anyway, this isn't a maze with puzzles. It's not even a maze, really.
Not really. It's a bit disappointing, I guess. Still a great episode. I just, I wanted a maze of puzzles.
Yeah.
That's all.
I think that's true of everything you've ever watched.
That's true.
It's like, this is good.
It's not a maze with puzzles.
Why isn't it a maze with puzzles? You're watching, like, the Avengers. Like,
Yeah.
This is good. But I think it'd be better if Captain America had to make his way out of a giant puzzle maze.
Oh, that'd be so much better.
Alright, so he makes some walls. He covers up some stuff. And then he stumbles across, like, the fire map.
Yep.
And realizes that he can just
Do it to the whole place.
do it all at once.
Yep.
And also, while he's there, the thermostat there for the building's air conditioner
Yep.
turns it to freezing.
Yep.
Which I would think would not be a setting that the thermostat could go to, but I assume it's magic.
He's a monster. That's fine.
Yeah.
He also makes some infinite loops in the building.
Yep.
Ladyface?
Shelby.
Shelby, thank you. Shelby gets stuck in an infinite staircase where she can never...
Yeah, so this is what happens. Riley runs up, he sees the map,
Yep.
and he spends some time going, that doesn't make sense, that's not what's going on, and
Yep.
runs off. And then we see kind of where everyone's gotten stuck. So Tyler's in a hallway where when he goes through the door, he ends up in the hallway again.
Yep.
Like a Scooby-Doo hallway.
Yep.
Shelby's on a set of stairs that loop infinitely.
Yep.
Chase is in like a hallway also.
Yep.
But the door at the end opens up to the outside of the building.
And they're like 8 stories up, so
And
he would
he's
die.
high enough up that it's not great. Coda's thing.
Coda's stuck in hell.
Coda's stuck in a room with a vending machine with a cookie in it
Yeah.
that he can't get to because he doesn't have any money.
He can't quite get. Yeah.
It's so good.
It is so good.
Because at multiple points throughout this episode, we revisit everyone to see how they're dealing with the conundrum.
Yeah.
Whenever we revisit Coda, he's working on getting this cookie.
Yeah. Everyone else is freezing to death. And he's actually on the verge of death. Coda is having a rough time trying to get a cookie.
It's so dumb, but it's so good.
It works really well.
Yeah.
Like at first he tries to reach up and grab it by putting his arm in. He can't quite reach. Then he, checks his pocket for money. No money.
No.
Then he sees a coin under the machine, but can't quite reach the coin either.
They have super strength.
Yeah, now this is a question I was going to get to a bit later, but might as well talk about it now.
Yeah.
Why do they not morph? Like, my understanding is that the suits are like environment suits as well. Surely
Yeah.
that they would keep them warm.
Yes. I mean, my question is, why don't they just go out a window? Or like...
Yeah, and like, for example, Chase, sure, a human couldn't survive that jump, but a Power Ranger could.
Yeah.
Why doesn't he morph and jump out? Who knows?
Yeah. Who knows? I mean, I kind of wish we'd seen, like, Chase try that and end up back in that hallway.
That would be cool.
Just to establish, like, it's just not possible.
Yeah, you're just fucked.
The rules are saying you cannot leave.
Yep.
Yeah, but... all right. So, Riley's back at the map.
Yep.
He's ended up back at the map despite running away from the map. So, he knows something's wrong.
Yep.
Science vision comes back into play. He sees the air vents.
Yes.
And I guess the air vents aren't trapped?
No. He's thinking outside of the box.
Yeah, which he says, got to think outside the box. As he pulls the air vent cover off, we get, like, science vision again. And he says the sum of the three angles of a triangle always equals 180 degrees. That is true.
Just not relevant.
It also does not help him. It doesn't...
I think my reading of this scene is that later on,
Yeah.
he is facing Puzzler in a game, and while Puzzler's distracted, he throws marbles into the vents.
Yes.
And I guess now he's working out the angles, but it's weird that he would know that's what he needed to do so far ahead of time.
Yeah.
And, like, that thing about the triangles doesn't really help him.
It's just like science sentence.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is like that episode of Mighty Morphin about prisms.
That's right.
Where they're like, we know about science. This is educational, kids.
Yeah, light.
Yeah.
Prisms.
Alright, so meanwhile,
Yep.
Fury's charging the gold Dino Charger. He's having his glow problems again.
Yeah, he is.
It's like threatening to burst out.
Yep.
As he's using it to charge the charger. So eventually he like tears it off and he tears off the electrodes.
He
and
says,
he's
"That's
like,
enough."
Yeah,
Yep.
I can't risk it escaping. So the charger is like mostly charged. It's usable.
Yep.
So he basically just goes off. Well, first he goes up to the roof, but he's gonna go off to, do the thing. Alright, so Riley's crawling through the air vents.
Yep. Die Hard style.
He sees this happening with Fury.
Yep.
And then up on the roof, that's where Puzzler is.
Yes.
He's sipping a cocktail.
He's on a deck chair, having the time of his life.
Yeah, he's dealt with the Rangers. It's a nice day.
Yeah.
Might as well spend some time on the roof. So Fury goes up, and Riley's there kind of watching.
Hiding.
Yeah, and so Kendall tells him that the logical thing to do is get this charger. You've
Yep.
got to get this charger off Fury, because if he gets the Terrazord, they've got a Zord.
Yep.
That's a major problem.
Now might be as good a time to task as any. The communicators they use, they're not also their morphers, are they? They're
No.
just... They're fucking huge,
They
right?
are quite large.
Can they not just get some eye watches?
Yeah, like, the thing is, if it were, like, 20 years ago,
Yeah.
or 15, or even 10 years ago, that'd be like, holy shit, you got a thing the size of your hand that you can use to do video calls.
Yeah.
It's bigger than an iPhone.
Yeah.
And I can do that on my iPhone.
Definitely. It's about 8 times bigger than an iPhone.
It's not that large, but
like in thickness,
it is
easily.
quite thick, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway, so, the logical thing to do,
Yep.
get the charger. But Riley's not going to do the logical thing.
No.
He has to save his friends. Which, I mean, also logically, if 4 Power Rangers die,
That's bad.
that's
yeah.
not useful.
Yeah.
So,
I guess he doesn't know necessarily that they're going to die.
No. So, Fury kind of walks off. He's going to go get the Terrazord and take care of that.
Yeah.
Riley holds Puzzler at sword point.
Yeah.
And basically says, let them go.
Or I'll
I will
slit where your
kill
throat
you."
would be if you had a
It's
throat.
it's hardcore.
Yeah. I like Riley a lot.
Yeah. And Puzzler goes, no, hold on, you're an idiot. If you kill me, they'll be in that maze forever.
Yeah.
Which isn't how Power Rangers logic tends to work.
No, I think if he was destroyed, the maze would go away.
Yeah. But certainly in the heat of the moment, That's the thing he says. So, here's the deal. I'll play you in a game.
Yep.
If I win, I get your Energem.
Yep.
If you win, I'll let your friends free. Mm-hmm. So Riley goes, yeah, sure, all right. I'll go for that. So they start playing 3D chess.
Space chess.
Space chess. Oh, Coda manages to get the coin.
Yes.
Put it in the machine, and the cookie gets stuck.
Yeah.
It's heartbreaking.
It is. I felt I was getting like sympathetically hungry for him throughout the episode.
It's just, I think it's a testament to how well written this season is.
Yeah.
This might be the most heartbreaking thing I've ever seen on Power Rangers.
Yeah.
And it's a dude being unable to get a cookie.
Yeah.
Like, it's so simple, but he looks so sad. It's just...
And like we care about Coda. We know he's such a good guy.
Yeah.
He deserves a cookie.
Yeah, it's nice.
So this is where they're playing space chess.
Yeah, they start playing space chess.
On the roof.
Yep.
And this is the Princess Bride scene, right? Because
Yes.
one of them thinks they're playing one game, but really the hero's playing another, deeper, more strategic game.
Yeah, so Riley's looking at the vents.
Yeah.
And he's doing science-o-vision
Yeah.
to calculate angles and such.
Despite the fact that he throws marbles into two vents, he can only have come up with one of them. He can't possibly know what the other vent...
No, Matt, the sum of the three angles of a triangle is always 180 degrees.
Dumb.
Yeah, no, I'm with you, but also they go in 3 different places, or
Yeah.
4 different places even, despite, like, that's not quite how air vents work.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, he's got the marbles from the start of the episode.
Yeah.
And while he's kind of distracting Puzzler with the game,
Yep.
he's throwing the marbles into the vents to do a thing, which we'll see.
Yep.
So the marbles show up for everyone. They come out of everyone's individual air vents.
Yep.
At which point they all realise that they can make it through their air vents.
The thing is, though, Chase's air vent is the size of, like, a letter.
Oh, no, he sees another one up on the...
Oh, does he? Okay,
yeah.
right.
Yeah, the one right next to him is certainly small.
Yeah.
That'd be rough if it came out of a little air vent and be like, yeah, I could use the air vents if
It was
air vents were
person-sized.
person-sized.
Yeah.
But no, so Riley keeps playing space chess, and it's close.
Yep.
But Puzzler reckons he's got him beat. It's not checkmate, but
close.
he's going to lose.
Yep.
And Riley reveals
That's not
that's
the
not
game.
the game we're playing.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, that's...
It kind of is.
Yeah.
Like, because Puzzler actually wins and says, okay, time to give me your Dino Gem, or Energem,
Yeah.
whatever it is. And Riley's like, no, because I tricked you. Which is kind of like, you agreed.
Yeah, you were playing space... Like, I understand what you were doing.
Yeah.
But the rules were...
You promised.
Yeah.
He won that fair and square. But no, the other Rangers are there, and they morph
Yep.
and fight Puzzler.
Yep.
Doesn't go for very long. That there's some sort of a bit of fighting with the Vivix. No Vivix get destroyed though, so no point for anyone there in Fantasy Zordon.
No, absolutely.
And Coda gets a few good shots off with his Morpher shooting.
Yep.
And then who is it?
Tyler
gives Coda his charger.
Yep.
And he does one of those combination shots out of Coda's gun and destroys the monster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this in the original Japanese episode
Yeah.
was a blue-centric episode.
Ah.
Which is why Coda just single-handedly destroys the monster.
Got it.
It is a little weird. It comes out of nowhere
Yeah.
because
It's Riley's
it's a
episode.
Green Ranger episode.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. But it's also, it adds that element of unpredictability to it.
Yeah.
You know? So just because it's a Green Ranger episode doesn't mean that it's going to be Riley. Anything can happen.
yeah, absolutely. So that's not the end.
No.
Fury is somewhere with a volcano.
Yeah.
Which he's gotten to very quickly. And he summons a Zord.
Yeah. The Terrazord just emerges from the lava volcano.
Yeah.
And it's a intense looking Zord.
Yeah.
'Cause it's black and gold.
Yeah, with some, like, blue highlights.
Yeah, it does look kind of evil.
Yeah.
Yeah, very intimidating.
Yeah.
And he flies off with that.
Yeah, so its visor goes, like, purple.
Yep.
And it's evil now, I guess.
Yeah. That's bad.
Yeah, it is bad.
Bad news.
Bad news.
So the Rangers see the Terrazord.
Yeah.
And like, we're going to have to sort this out. We better summon the Megazord and fight it.
Which they do.
They do.
It's the black and green. I think it's the Pararaptor formation, something like that.
Sure, yeah.
At which point Sledge goes, "Huh, you got the thing. All right, well, I guess I'd better say that I was involved at some point."
Yeah.
Magna Beam, giant puzzler.
Yep.
So there's a brief bit of them getting attacked from two sides.
Yep.
And then they go, okay, one at a time.
We need to focus on one thing, yeah.
And then instantly, final attack, destroy puzzler.
Yeah. Yeah, it is brutal. Puzzler just gets wiped out.
Yeah.
And he sort of gets knocked up towards...
Yeah, so that he does the blasting off thing that we've seen lots of monsters do.
Yeah.
But in this episode, it's towards the Terror Zord.
Yeah.
Which shoots lightning out of its mouth and destroys Puzzler.
Yeah. It's strange.
Yeah.
I didn't quite get what happened to him.
So, and then the next thing that happens is like the purple fades away.
Yeah.
And it just flies off.
Yeah.
So, this is why I don't like sentient Zords, because it really doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
But, okay, here's what I'm going with.
Yeah.
You can bond with a Zord.
Yeah.
And be friends with a Zord, like all the Rangers are with theirs.
Yeah.
If you have the Dino Charger,
Yeah.
you can control that Zord.
Yeah.
Which, like, you can work with it if you're friends with it.
Yeah.
But the Dino Charger allows you, like, control no matter what.
Yeah.
When it loses control,
Yeah.
the gold Terrazord doesn't give a shit about any of it.
Yeah.
So it just goes away.
It goes away. So, it ran out of juice?
Yes. That's
Okay.
what we see. Fury's Charger
Is empty.
hasn't got enough battery in it yet.
It's because it wasn't doing stuff for very long.
No.
That's like a Serpentera battery life.
Yeah.
Not what you want from a Zord.
No. Maybe... Yeah, I mean, I guess if you weren't using it for nefarious purposes, it wouldn't matter if it lost the battery because you're still mates and it's going to help you.
Yeah. Although, I guess, too, maybe it wasn't fully charged.
Yes, that's the other thing, because we see him cancel that early to not risk whatever's happening with him.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so that's it.
Yep.
We get another scene with Shitty E.T., or
Yep.
Keeper.
Back at the base?
Yeah, back at the base. He's talking to Riley about, Riley's upset that he couldn't get the charger. And Keeper's saying it wasn't the logical thing to do, but you did do the right thing and you saved your friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's nice. And a valuable lesson
Yeah.
for you keeping score at home.
Yeah. So Tyler sits down.
Yep.
Oh, Chase comes in. He's got some pizza.
Yeah, pizza!
Yeah.
Finally. Poor Coda.
Coda's very happy.
I'm hungry
Oh,
now,
I don't know that
actually.
we mentioned when Coda escapes.
Yep.
He knocks over some boxes and sees that there was just a pile of cookies in the corner of the room.
Yeah. And he's sad about it, because he's already flipped up into the vent.
Yeah, it's too late. He doesn't know.
Yeah.
It's great. So Tyler sits down with Riley.
Yep.
And says, Riley, you look glum. What's going on? And Riley says, you know that gold thing you saw? Flashback to the gold thing we saw last episode.
Yep.
I saw it too. Flashback to the gold thing we saw
This episode.
15 minutes ago, maybe.
Yep. This was a point where I didn't need the flashback.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, he says it looked like Fury was draining that energy to charge the Energem.
Yeah.
Matt, what do you think is going on?
Well, it seems like the Gold Ranger is in Fury,
Yep.
and that's all I've got.
Okay. Sure.
That's it. I still think it's probably Tyler's dad,
Right.
and he's somehow trapped in Fury, and his life force is being drained somehow. It's strange because Tyler says, "Oh, we're gonna have to rescue it or destroy it before Fury can use it against us."
Yep.
But it's such a strange sentiment because they don't know necessarily that it's doing anything either way to help Fury.
I think the worry is if he can use it to use the Zord,
Yeah.
if he's able to tap that energy, then he can use that Zord against them, and that's a big deal.
So, was the episode saying that it wasn't the equipment at the university alone that charged the gem?
Yes, I believe he was draining the energy from himself, from
Right.
the gold glowing thing,
Yep.
using that equipment.
Okay.
So if he's able to drain all of that energy,
Yep.
that will be very bad for everyone.
Okay.
So they have to either get whatever it is out
Or destroy Fury.
or destroy whatever it is even,
Yep.
so that that energy can't be used against them.
Right. That's the cliffhanger we end on.
Yeah.
What's going to happen next? Who knows? It's exciting not to know.
Many people probably know because the episode has already aired in Latin America.
Yes.
So that's the Royal Rangers. We don't quite know when that will be back on.
Yep.
Probably not next week, but maybe the week after.
I hope it's not next week because I'll be on vacation next week.
Yeah, so if it is next week, we might have to get someone else. It might have to be the first episode that one of us misses.
That'd be sad.
Yeah. So we've got a couple of things to do.
Yeah.
Matt, the Dino Charge creature feature.
Yes.
It's only got 10 monsters on it, so
Yep.
it should be pretty straightforward. Puzzler was pretty good.
I quite liked Puzzler.
Was Puzzler better than Cavity? Cavity was the evil dentist tooth monster.
It's hard.
Cavity's the top of the list at the moment.
Yeah.
Do you think Puzzler's the best?
I'm trying to set my love of mazes aside.
Puzzler's power was cool.
It was cool. So was Cavities, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say so. I really like
Let's
Puzzler.
put Puzzler at the top. I'm okay with that.
New number 1.
Fury's down at number 7.
Yep.
This episode doesn't really move him up.
He made a pretty smart decision.
Right now, he's below Poisandra.
I feel like he could go above Poisandra.
Yeah, I'd agree with you.
He handles himself quite well in this episode, makes smart decisions, and generally advances himself quite
Yep.
effectively. So,
Yeah, he succeeds in what he's trying to do.
Yep.
Not for the whole time, but
certainly more than almost anyone ever does on this show.
yeah, absolutely. So, Matt, Fantasy Zordon.
Yeah,
I
I-
missed Fantasy Zordon.
I've been Fantasy on too, and I had a pretty killer week, so I'm pretty happy with that.
So, Matt, tell me how you did.
Okay, so for Coda,
Yep.
I got 2 points for using alternate Dino Charger,
Yep.
and 5 points for a solo defeat on the Monster of the Week.
Yep.
Which is pretty cool. For Riley, obviously did quite well. He was part of Megazord formation.
Yep.
2 points. He delivered the Morphing Call, 3 points. And he learnt a valuable lesson, another 3 points. So that's 8 for Riley.
Yep.
And of course I have 2 for the Purple Ranger and 2 for the Graphite because they didn't show up.
Yep. So
Michael.
this week, Shelby didn't do anything worthy of points, unfortunately. So nothing for her. Chase was part of the Megazord formation, so that's 2 points.
Yep.
And 2 points each for both Aqua and Silver, for a total of 6.
That's a bit rough.
So Matt, it was close.
Yep.
I'm still ahead.
Yep.
But it's now 124 to 127.
Sweet.
So
Good
if
week.
you have another week like that and I have another week like that,
I'll be in front.
it's definitely neck and neck, which is exciting. That's what I like to see.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So the top of the pack now, Matt,
Yep.
is 132 points.
Yep.
And the bottom of the pack is 119.
Okay, pretty tight field.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it goes to show that the writers are doing a good job of balancing the characters.
Yes, absolutely.
And they're all getting their moment to shine, which is good.
Yeah, my feeling is it will change significantly if one of these additional Rangers shows up this season.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just because whoever has that one, they're more likely to do stuff.
Get points, definitely. I think it's good that we left gold out as well as red.
Yes.
Otherwise, we'd probably have that problem in a major way.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think it's pretty fairly set out as it is.
Yeah. So, we'll be back with Dino Charge eventually.
Yep.
Next week, if there's no Dino Charge, there'll be a Die Ranger special.
Yeah.
Which made Matt nearly cry.
It was amazing, you guys. I can't recommend it enough.
And as always, we're still going on Saturdays with Mighty Morphin Ranger Danger.
Always.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
We're always ready to be in your ears whenever you want.
Yeah. I'm really glad to be back with Dino Charge. It
feels good.
It's a good show. I enjoy watching it.
And it feels like we're back doing full Ranger Danger now. You
Yeah.
know? Like back to full power.
I feel like I'd be watching Dino Charge even if we weren't doing this.
Probably. And that's quite a compliment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
That's it. That's been the first episode of Ranger Danger Dino Charge this half of the season.
Yep. And we're back with more very soon.
Yeah. Bye, guys.
Thanks, guys.